Well, I love it. This is our second year we've been here, and we really like it because this is the time that we learn a lot about the latest in recruitment. We get to see our peers, and it's great.
It's great networking. There's always great speakers, and it always provides us with information to bring back to the team and the company.
Oh my gosh, this was so invaluable. Not only did it give me techniques, but it also helped me know how to present it to our regional managers to help make them more proactive in the recruiting process.
I've learned so far that old methods and new methods go together hand in hand, and that Tony does a fantastic job at bringing people in that are top-notch in the industry and keep us up to date.
I talked about the top do's and don'ts when it comes to recruiting technology. Spoke about mobile and social media, big data, applicant tracking systems, and so on, and things that recruiters need to be thinking about, looking out for, exposing some of the common myths when it comes to technology, and ultimately about finding the balance between using technology as well as old school recruiting techniques.
The industry is constantly changing, and so all the topics are always new and innovative, and it's just a great way to learn new things and new ideas.
I've learned a lot about sales tactics, just kind of how to approach customers or candidates differently, so it's a good start.
I've been coming now for years, and this year is probably the best one I've gone to. The speakers this year have really hit home for me, and Stephanie's a new recruiter, so you know, me being kind of seasoned recruiter, it's been a really big blessing this year, not only just concentrating on recruiting, but the sales aspect and the HR aspect, and from a client perspective also.
Well, the thing that's near and dear to my heart is sales training for recruiters. So I spent some time talking about sales training, but putting a new spin on it in that the old ABCs are out, that's always be closing, the new ABCs are in, which are attunement, buoyancy, and clarity. So I tried to break that out a little bit for recruiters to get a feel for what that looks like in the recruiting world.
I think the conference is wonderful. I'm so impressed at the expertise of the speakers. They've come in nationally from around the country. What I've learned so far is more about that there's old recruitment still is needed, the old style, pick up the phone, but there's so much out there in technology that I thought something was very, very important, to find out that mobilization is even more important than what I thought something else was, so I like that.
Today I spoke about recruiting using Facebook and Twitter, and I showed the new Facebook social graph search feature.
I think it's been absolutely amazing. The three speakers that I've already seen have provided information that has kind of brought a new light into the recruiting.
This is my second year, and really what attracts me to come is just the opportunity, to continue to learn and grow as a recruiter and in this profession.
You're gonna learn a lot, as well as meet new faces, as well as just kind of get a better understanding of what's going on in the industry.
That if you want to be on top of the recruiting market, you have to come to this, because they do get the best speakers, the latest trends, they do have the best available sources.
It's the fourth year I've been here. I think it's the best one yet.
It's my first one, and I've learned a ton of great information.
I'm going to take a lot of the information I learned back to the office tomorrow and put it to use.
Very real information that's usable, that's not just a pep talk, but usable information that we can use as recruiters.
Saw how to use Facebook. It's great.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. This conference to me would be suitable for any recruiter. I don't care if you're just starting out. I just talked to a guy that has been in his role for 2 weeks, for example, and if you've been experienced. I just talked to some folks who've been around, and they're all getting something out of it. So from my experience from just talking to people, there's something here for anyone, whether you're brand new to the role or you're experienced. It's incredible.
I would recommend this conference to anybody in recruiting, anyone that's an HR generalist and recruiting falls under part of their duties. Also, I would recommend it to HRIS people who maybe are looking to upgrade their websites or mobile apps for new hires or recruiting purposes.
I think it's really valuable for employees and people to come. I mean, every year you learn something different. There's new presenters and new speakers, and you can always get that nugget of gold information that you can take home and spread with your organization.
I feel it would be very value added for my full team to attend because not just with the information that I'm hearing, they could utilize that information and we could bring it back as a team and use it in our recruiting challenges.
Great value. If they don't have their team tuned in to the latest technologies and tuning in to their old skills, any company is going to have a really good competitive advantage by sending their team, their HR team here and their recruiters.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. I feel like it's very, even for a seasoned recruiter, it's a very energetic and really definitely reignites that recruitment passion.
I would say anybody who has anything to do with recruiting, from recruiting coordinators all the way up to VPs and directors. There's something there for everybody, from the tactical to the strategic. It's a great opportunity to get out and to meet and network with other recruiters and to pick up some new tips and hints and even some leading edge ideas and practices that could be potentially helpful to an organization.